What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to talk about traffic. Okay, so let's say you're an online business owner, or if you're just a regular content creator, how do you get traffic to your site, to your channel, right? And so we'll dive into that. We'll talk about two specific methods, both of which you can apply right away. But it's going to be kind of interesting to kind of compare and contrast them, and then maybe you can decide which one is the best for you. So before we get into that, I want to give you a guide called How to Make Money as a Composer in 2020 and Beyond. It's a totally free guide that kind of goes over my personal process of turning my passions into a passive income stream, an online business where it allows me to spend more time doing the things that I enjoy the most, like writing music, composing, arranging, orchestrating, all of that stuff. It's a very interesting way to kind of share your passions with the world and also earn a living from the back end. So that free guide talks all about that. I want to offer it to you totally free. If you want to click the first link in the box below, it'll take you straight there where you can download it. So let's kind of talk about the topic today of how to maintain a steady stream of traffic. Well, first, let me just make the case of sending traffic to your site, right? If you're an entrepreneur, or even if you're just like a musician, and you want to earn some sort of income from your skills, you need people to know about you, right? I think that's obvious to all of us, but we need people to know what we're doing and what we offer and what we can give them. So then the question comes, well, how do we get those people to notice us, right? I think that's always the question. Like we're like a small fish in a big pond. How are we going to attract people to ourselves? That sounded weird, but how are we going to get people to notice what we're doing and potentially work with us in the future? Well, let me ask you a question. How did you first discover my channel? I'm literally asking you as the viewer right now. How did you find my content in the first place? And actually, if you want to leave a comment below and let me know, maybe let me know which video you found me from, or I don't know, what blog post you might have found me on, whatever it is, let me know in a comment below, because I am actually really curious. But anyway, how are we actually going to get people to our site? The answer is probably more simple than you think, and that is to just create regular content. Especially in this day and age where most businesses are going online, or at least have some digital online component to them, the aspect of having an online presence is becoming more and more fundamental to survive in any climate, really, but especially in this current climate. So creating regular content is very powerful, because if you are creating content that people care about and find valuable, and if you do it on a consistent basis, then it gives your audience something to depend on and something to look forward to every single week, right? So if you're uploading content regularly, which you should be at least once a week, then it's like a TV program, right? Think about your favorite TV show. The ones I like Kitchen Nightmares and Grimm, the fairy tale series, and is there one more? Top Chef. Okay, I like food, okay? So basically these shows come on at least once a week, and you can depend on them because they literally appear at the same time, every week, on the same channel. And so you literally just depend on it, and it becomes a source of entertainment for you, or education, or whatever it is. You know, it becomes part of our routine, and we as human beings naturally like routine, and we like consistency, I think, to a certain degree, because we like to know what to expect in most cases. So that kind of applies the same for you. So if you have started a YouTube channel and you have put out content, or maybe you haven't, maybe you're thinking about this, I want to make the case for you to actually start putting out content, but also do it consistently. Because again, whatever search engine you upload on, YouTube, Google, podcasts, whatever it is, the more you do it, the more keywords that will kind of be picked up by the platform, let's say YouTube, and the more likely that you will have people noticing your videos just because that platform is recommending your video or your piece of content to those people. So for example, the most popular content that I have on my channel is probably my cinematic orchestral libraries videos, where I talk about like my favorite libraries that I like to use. And I've done one every single year. I think I started one in 2020. Then I did one. No, I did one in 2019, actually. Sorry. Yeah, 2019, at the end of 2019, then one at the end of 2020, and now I've done one at the end of 2021 as well, just to show like my favorite libraries that I've picked up over the years, And people like that stuff because they enjoy seeing what tools other people use. And usually sample libraries are like a guilty pleasure for a lot of people. So it attracts people like flies, to be honest. But anyway, it works. It works. And I enjoy doing videos on sample libraries as well because a lot of them are very inspirational and they sound great. But anyway, the idea is to produce content regularly that people can depend on. And that's how you're going to build an audience consistently. Or I should say drive traffic to your site, right? Whatever it is you're trying to promote, your service or product or whatever it is, produce content for them. What's something I wanted to say? Okay, let's dive into the second method. I thought I had another example to share, but that's okay. The second one is to go with paid ads. And this is not something that I've done very frequently. I've only remember doing this once with a new course I put out. But generally, paid ads are kind of a different beast altogether because I personally find them intimidating. There's a lot of things you have to think about, like the exact audience you want to pitch it to, and then how much budget you're going to put into those ads for how long, and etc. And there's just a lot of considerations. Now, of course, the benefits are that you can get your product or your service out in front of like thousands and thousands of people, even millions, but most of those people are not going to be people who really know what you're doing. Like you're going to be like a faceless ad that's just appearing in their feed, and most likely they're just going to scroll past it. So you would be considered like a cold caller in that case, right? And they would be cold leads. So even if they kind of check out your ad or buy your product, they're still more of a cold lead or someone who hasn't really been familiar with what you offer yet. Compared to someone who produces content, they build an audience organically, and these audience members know exactly what this person does and what this content creator does, because then, they've been anticipating and watching, consuming that content for months or even years. So it's two different approaches, but I personally prefer just creating regular content because it doesn't cost me any money. It costs me a little bit of time, but that's part of the job and I enjoy it. Sharing myself with other people, putting my brand and my personality out there. That's all part of audience building. That's all part of driving organic traffic to your site and then having people find it, potentially wanting to work with you because they know they have a sense of what you do and how you are as a person and your character, versus paying for ads, which is again totally fine, and you can get some wonderful results to drive traffic to your site, to drive sales or whatever it is, to work with you. But again, most of these people are cold leads, so they don't really know what you do, or you have to position your ad in a very attractive way that makes them want to work with you or purchase your product. So anyway, those are two ways you can drive traffic to your site. Let me know if you've tried either of them: content marketing, like creating content on a regular basis, or paying for ads to promote your services or products. And let me know why you've chosen that route. And I'd love to discuss that in the comments below. And if you haven't checked out the free guide on how to make money as a composer in 2020 and beyond yet, again, I want to give that to you absolutely free. And it takes you through my exact step-by-step method of how I've been able to turn my musical skills into a passive income business, selling products in the back end that benefit the world, but as well creating content that also benefits the world at the same time. Again, if you want to click the link below, it'll take you straight there right away, and you can download it as a gift for watching this video. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Bye.